Hello, Beyond the Gates fans. I had a busy weekend, so I didn't even get to talk about this show on Friday. I'm going to be playing catch up all week with Beyond the Gates. Today's video is going to be very, very quick. I just want to get some of the main points about Monday, June 16th episode that I want to talk about. As for Friday's episode, the only real highlights on Friday's episode, it wasn't the most, dramatic episode. I did enjoy Danny sticking up for Kat with Tomas, or more so just threatening Tomas that if Kat gets hurt, she's gonna be up all in his business. And I do think that that's probably where they're gonna go with the Tomas story. I think Tomas is going to be using Kat for information on the family, and I would like to see Danny stick it to him one day. So didn't hate that. I like that. And then, much like today, we got some movement on Martin's secret and the person that's been following him around. It's good to finally see that we are seeing that guy was indeed following Martin, which was pretty obvious, but, easy to call. But he whispered the thing that Martin had been dreaming about, the whole how green is your money or something to that effect. And today, once again, Martin confronted him at the end of today's episode. So I'm just hoping that this is the show moving us in the right direction for Martin's secret to come out and to be the next big story on the show. I'm hoping this is a really good reveal for whatever it is that Martin did. So I just like that we have progress in it and that this new character maybe can start getting more airtime than just being a waiter in the background who's spying on Martin. The main highlight for me today, though, was probably Chelsea and Madison for different reasons. I like that Madison and Chelsea got a real love scene. I mean, that's the biggest thing for me. On an American soap opera, on daytime, few and far between, if at all, we get to see same-sex couples have love scenes like we got to see with Chelsea and Madison today. So props to the show for going there for one. Yeah, that's just the biggest highlight. And I'm glad to see Chelsea have these conversations with Madison and continue to move in that direction of finding herself and wanting to be with a woman. So that was the highlight for me today. I've complained in the past about Chelsea's past story with the throuple getting dropped after not getting much airtime at all. This go round, Chelsea and Madison are getting a lot of airtime. And while the chemistry is still growing on me, I don't think it's like this really big couple with great chemistry yet. The potential is very much there, and today was the highlight of the show. So props to that. I want to like the Vanessa and Joey stuff as well. A week ago, it was a Friday. Let me get to my calendar real quick. I believe it was the June 6th episode when we finally had major movement in that story with Vanessa finally learning about Doug's gambling. And then all of last week, the story was not on at all. And then today, we still don't get the fallout of Vanessa and Doug. And so that side of things is kind of disappointing. The entire build to the story was Doug's gambling problem. And well, yes, we've got Vanessa's sex addiction as well. It would have been nice to see scenes between Vanessa and Doug from the fallout of that. But instead, we're just back to Vanessa and Joey. And, well, Vanessa is going to get paid for being, for having sex with Joey, basically. That's good. I'm glad to see that Vanessa is, I guess, trying to turn the tables back onto Joey in you're not going to just completely be able to use my business for laundering money. I'm going to take a cut of your business. And not only that, Doug's going to get a little cut too because you've put him through some hell too. I liked that side of Vanessa. Her saying that, I might be a cheater, but I'm loyal or something to that effect was like, well, no. But she's still trying to get something for Doug out of this. I guess my other issue, other than the fact that we didn't get the Vanessa and Doug scenes from the actual fallout of the main storyline, is that the character of Vanessa is still, to me, just like a caricature. They do not do a very good job, to me at least, of giving her layers. We see her as just this cheater. And yes, I do think she and Joey do have some chemistry. I know Hemi in the comments has said in the past that she doesn't need to see love scenes with Joey. And, he is getting up there in age. But I do think the two as a couple do still have chemistry. But the character herself of Vanessa can use some actual growth. And I didn't see this as growth. Yeah, she stood some ground with Joey, but then she just had sex with him again. And I don't hate that. I like that this is their relationship, but I don't know. The character of Vanessa to me can not only be just a caricature, but also insufferable. So I need some work where that character is concerned. It's not nearly as bad as Ashley and Derek, though. And this is where I will end my quick video today, is talking about these two. I don't talk about them often because what is there to talk about? They suck as characters. And today, once again, showed why they suck so much as characters. The writing for Ashley and Derek has been so nonsensical, but also written like they're kind of nobodies. So it's like, why do we have to endure these two as characters in the first place? And I guess you can say today that maybe this will finally move both characters in different directions. But why were they in this direction in the first place? Why are we supposed to connect with these characters? Why are we supposed to care about these characters? And how in the hell are we supposed to not fast forward these characters when you have Derek and Ashley not being able to live together, but Derek has the bright idea to propose? They've written Derek as just this dumb idiot the entire time, but he's not the actual problem in the relationship. They want to push Ashley as the main character between these two, but she's been written like a kind of selfish cunt. And I think that with them trying to push the direction of Ashley and Andre, that's just going to be bad for the Andre character. And it has been bad for the Andre character from jump. Andre with Danny works. Andre with Ashley doesn't. And it's not just because the two don't have chemistry. It's because the character of Ashley sucks all around. The writing for her sucks, and she's the bad guy in the relationship between her and Derek. So maybe we're supposed to think, oh, well, since she's the bad guy, maybe that makes Andre into her. I don't know. I don't know what Andre sees in Ashley. They've tried to say that Andre's like this playboy character, but they haven't done a good job of writing that. And then they make him fall for Ashley, and it's just not connecting. It's another disconnect with the audience, and it's the writing where characters like Ashley and Derek are concerned. So yeah, they were the low light per usual today in an otherwise decent episode. It could have been better, I suppose, but I still am enjoying the episodes where we get breaks from the investigation and Kat's insufferable investigation into Leslie.